Why did you resign after 2 terms as a senator?
After 2 terms, I longed for the realism and sincerity of Hollywood. I was tired of the place anyway. I never intended on staying. And so I always thought it would be a good idea to leave town 1 step ahead of the sheriff and 2 steps ahead of the undertaker, if at all possible. And so I did.
It's surprising to you that the average American recognizes you more from Law and Order than from the Senate.
No, I get both. They say, "Hey, Senator, I enjoy you on Law and Order." I mean, the best of both worlds a lot of times. And a lot of times I get other things, you know. So I was talking to a lady in the airport in Los Angeles a while back, and she said, "I can't tell you how much, you know, I've enjoyed watching you on television and so forth. And, oh, my husband is waiting on me. Would you come and say hello to him? And he's a big fan, too." And so, "Oh, yes, ma'am, miss you." After about 10 minutes of this, he finally get him and so forth. I said, "Honey, you'll never guess who, Dr. Phil." So I'm never surprised at anything. Flight attendants, you know, you were my daddy's best friend in high school, right? You know, so people recognize someone, but they're not well known enough to know why they're recognized. But they look familiar, and they draw the doggonedest conclusions. And sometimes my favorite was when a lady would come up, a younger lady would come up and say something like that. Say, "You know, you look familiar to me too. Actually, I'm a superintendent at a girls' reformatory." "You don't I know you? Don't you?" "Oh, no, I've never been. No, not me." So you have a little fun with it from time to time. You know, I'm more comfortable before a camera than I am standing up before 10 people making a speech for some reason. It's a different thing, and everybody's got to find out for themselves.
And the last question, before we open it up to a couple audience questions, Senator Thompson, are you prepared this evening to announce your run for presidency in 2012?
I gave at the office. I'm sorry. You know, there's a difference between being a fool and a damn fool, okay? But as I like to say, I threw my hat in the ring and the people threw it back. So I know when I'm not wanted in that regard.